Hello, my name is Jean-Christophe Solus. I work for a company called SES Imagotag. We are makers of digital labels. So these are price tags that are used in stores and that have a screen instead of just paper to show prices and more information. My role in the company is shopper engagement and ads, so which means that I take care of the team that worries about what appears on the labels, what is the interaction with the shoppers, and what they will do from there, plus doing advertising there. Now, today I am with Ricardo, who's working for L'Oreal.
Yeah, hello everybody, and thanks Jean-Christophe for inviting me. As you said, I'm Ricardo Pons. I've been working at L'Oreal for 10 years in the sales team in France. And since July, I took a new position of concept and innovation manager. My role is to improve the customer experience in the beauty category with our retailers, which are mainly hypermarket, supermarket, discount, and convenience store channels. So
thank you, Ricardo. So yeah. the times are changing, and it's been a very strange year. Can you share with us what is happening for your category inside stores?
Yeah, we have a plan, a lot of challenges, and today we can say that the beauty category has a strong potential in terms of shopper experience, because according to a shopper study that we did in September 2020, beauty is ranked as the first and preferred category among all the FMCG categories. So that's the first start. Shoppers spend more time in it and want to discover innovation, new beauty routine, and look for more and more choice. And they want to adapt their needs, that we have to adapt their need to these new trends that are local sourced product, greener product, and cleaner natural product. Nevertheless, shoppers also said that they tend to explain their frustration when they go for shopping in physical stores. Basically, by expressing a certain lack of visibility of beauty innovation, a lack of information and guidance in this complex category, a lack of testers, and above all, a lack of clarity and organization of the beauty category. For instance, once in a store, some shoppers complain of spending too much time searching for their product in shelves and compare it with online experience, which is for sure faster and easier thanks to the search engine. With the lockdown in 2020, as you said, Jean-Christophe, due to the epidemic COVID-19, all of these trends have become more and more pressing and have been accelerated with the boom of the e-commerce. And for instance, for a part of our shoppers, they are showing a willingness of spending less time in stores than before. And as a beauty leader, we must tackle all these new challenges and seize all the opportunities of the shifts of the shopper behavior by bringing some initiatives to our retailer. I strongly believe that we need to accelerate the digital transformation of the store with our strategic partners and retailer. Therefore, to start, we just intend to take all the best solutions from the web and make them relevant in physical stores. And as we exchanged before, Jean-Christophe, we have some work to do as making rating and reviews visible and easy as in e-commerce to build more trust with our shoppers, provide some tech services to our shopper to help them decide what would be the best product that suits their needs. And for that, we have augmented reality solution that is called ModiFace and mobile diagnosis on hair color and makeup, provide some digital solution in store, in physical store to consult on demand easier, as giving a deeper sense of purpose, as transparency initiative that we are developing within L'Oréal with the other side project of L'Oréal Paris, make the beauty more attractive and easier to navigate, as we said before, in order to help shoppers to find their product on shelves. And finally, with this digital solution, we have the opportunity to enhance all the green initiatives for our brand and our way of and on our way of doing our event in stores. We have two main opportunities that we look forward to develop, which are both links. One is to win impact and attractivity on events, and two, at the same time, is to reduce waste generated with all the promotional materials. And on these topics, we are working closely since September with your company, Jean-Christophe, SOS Imagotag, to make it happen.
Yeah, thank you. So exactly. So our company started 25 years ago, and that was precisely the beginning of Amazon as well, so 1995. But today, the expectations of the shoppers have really increased. Now they don't expect price tags anymore. They expect really micro web pages inside the stores. They want more information. So starting from each label, they want to be able to access the product pages using their smartphone. At the entrance of the store, we put QR codes and explanations saying, okay, you can use your smartphone here and have a search engine. And this will search not the web, but all the products which are in the store. And we have added one thing is on the product page, there is a button that switches on the flashing light on the label. So it makes the product, the shopper is searching very easy to find. So we identified this early on, but these expectations were hard to satisfy. Everybody needed to have a smartphone. So this is a given now. Everybody or almost everybody has a smartphone. So this is one thing. We also bumped into the issue of communication. 3G was expensive. Well, not so much anymore. So there's no limit to browsing, and people don't mind using their smartphone inside stores. Also, sometimes 3G is simply or 4G is simply not available at all. Well, the good news is when we install labels, we put access points that can direct the labels to display anything. And at the same time, we include Wi-Fi. So this infrastructure is paid once and has two benefits. One is the digital labels, and two is Wi-Fi for shoppers. So again, the shoppers can have internet access anytime now. We also had an issue with app glut, so people don't want any more apps on their phone. So this is why we provide a web app, so no download delay or clutter there. And one more thing is when companies like L'Oreal are really active to enhance this experience, there is a risk that there is a discrepancy between one part of the store which is doing something great and other parts of the store which are providing different experiences. So this is where we jump in, and by providing electronic labels that work the same way everywhere, we provide the same display, the same template, the same design. And also on the smartphone, we provide a consistent experience. So everywhere inside the store, by scanning the QR code or tapping the label for NFC, the product pages opens, no questions asked. It just works. So now the in-store experience has to be and must be as good as it is on the web, and even better. So as good means there is a search engine, but this search engine is not going to give answers from the web like hundreds of thousands or millions of references. It's going to give the shopper exactly what's available there. And why is it important? Well, because if the shopper has driven or walked to the store, it's because they want to go back home with those products. So it's really important to show them answers or choice that is available readily. On the product page, everybody's used to product page already with pictures, with videos, with reviews. So this is there. Now, what changes is the price. The price is not the price from the web. It's the price from the store. Again, it's consistent with the label. And the last thing is we want to do better than the web. So what is better? Well, the store is better than the web because there might be a sales guy, explaining the story, because the customer can touch and feel and smell. But with digital, we can do something that is even better than what you can find on e-commerce. It's the flashing thing. So, inside the store, you have the product page and you click on this button and then the labels in the back flash. And so if you think your coloration or hair styling product, the number of references is staggering. It's really big. Now, once the customer knows what they want, they just type what the color they want, and then they just click and they say, please flash, and they will see among the multitude of references that are offered with the one that is flashing. So really nice, really easy to understand. So and it just works really nice. Now, we are doing this, and we are doing this at scale, and now we are discovering new issues. And when we started this, we ran into issues like, I mean, the product pages were too short, nothing in there. But now it's a bit of the contrary. I mean, it's too much information. So this is why we push a new product which we call Vusion Ads. And Vusion Ads, it's a piece of software that we propose to brands like L'Oreal and say, hey, you know what? I mean, you are used to doing advertising on the web. Why don't you do the same thing, exactly the same thing inside stores? So by entering campaigns there, it's possible to start campaigns that will appear at the entrance of the categories on big labels or big screens. It's going to be able to, the brand is going to be able to push a message on the label. And so for the first time, do something that is seen from the shopper at the best place in the store, which is right underneath the product. And then on the smartphone, they will be able to provide more information. So really nice. And once we do this, because it's all digital and automated, we can draw some reports. So I mean, people who are used to campaigns on Google or Facebook who will not be lost. It's exactly the same thing. So we do this at scale, as I said. We do this with Monoprix. Monoprix is a nice retailer. It's I mean, you could compare it a little bit with Whole Foods in the US or Morrison's in the UK. It's a supermarket that's a bit upscale. And Ricardo, when we proposed this to Ricardo, he said, yeah, L'Oreal is interested in Monoprix. So what is it that you like about Monoprix?
Well, the fact that is Monoprix is really interesting for us because their patrons are beauty addicts and not so much tech savvy. So to sum up, in a way, it's the right full size test. And with you, we are tackling some of these challenges that we were talking about on three main topics. The first one is the priority in the beauty markets is one of the priority is to enhance the innovation visibility in shares with this flashing price tag method that you proposed. The second one is to improve the visibility of our beauty services that I talked before with augmented reality in hair color or the Skin Genius diagnosis that we tested in 80 store in December. And the thing interesting that you suggested also is to monitor the traffic through the category. That would be really interesting. And the third point is to increase the storytelling and the trust of our brands by the enrichment of the digital product files of our catalog that has been started recently by your team. And yes, we hope that this full size test will be a success and roll out in many stores in the future. But tell us, Jean-Christophe, what will be the success factors?
I mean, working with you obviously is one. So among these things, I would like to outline a few. We are really happy to partner with L'Oreal because they provide us with best-in-class in-store shopper experience. So, I mean, they use Modiface. Modiface is their app, and their app is looking at your face, and then based on the product you're starting from the shelf, I mean, it's going to apply this product to the face of the shopper. It's really impressive. So a dark-haired woman will pick up the blonde coloring and will see herself as a blonde immediately. And it's fun. The other thing is as you said earlier, is green is becoming important. So we use e-paper labels. So it's super low power consumption tools. And so it's much better than paper that you will need to throw away and move around and at great expense. These digital labels have a 5-year lifespan without changing the batteries. So it's really super efficient in terms of power consumption. Another thing is this is targeted like hell. Those messages appear at the right place at the right time. So the messages from L'Oreal only appear in the makeup and skincare departments, and they appear to people who are there because they are shopping for those products, and still the brand decides what they want to say there and how they want to say it. So it's really important. And lastly, there's another thing is once the shopper takes his phone and he's going to be guided into seeing other products. I mean, inside the smartphone, only the products which are readily available inside the store will be shown, and with the right price. So there's always a risk with cross-selling to show products which are not available. We are not going to do this. So, I mean, it's really, the impact is obvious. Inside the store, it's written on the big labels. And then on the smartphone, there is the detail. And this detail is customized to what is happening in the store. So this is what we are doing at scale with Monoprix supermarkets. And we are really happy to be partnering with L'Oreal to do this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.